Yo, what's up, people of YouTube? Source and Croxon here, bringing you a discussion slash my thoughts on the new Pokemon games that will be coming out in October. This will be they're called Pokemon X and Y. Now, in case you didn't know about this, around 8 o'clock Japan time last night, they were Game Freak released his okay, it was a big announcement that they were hinting at that was gonna happen the 8th of January, which is technically today here, but it's already yesterday in Japan, which is where it mattered. Anyway, so the thing that they announced was sixth generation. The sixth generation of Pokemon. I have been a huge fan since it freaking started. But I do have my doubts on this new gen. Considering the fact that when the big announcement came out, I was hoping for a Wii U title. I mean, personally, I don't have a Wii U, but I would like one, and I would have loved it if they released a Pokemon game for that, or something, a side game for. I mean, I feel like with this big announcement coming out, a lot of people are gonna forget about the two side games that are coming out soon. I know one for sure. It's in March, and it's the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 3DS version. And I still want I'm gonna get that game, obviously. But I feel like they're pushing the release date of 6th gen way too early, considering we just got Black and White 2 in October. And here's the big thing. Like, I think it's the thing that shocked me the most. Everybody in the world will get the game on the same day. Like, the first time in history of any Pokemon game, actually of any game which is created in Japan, that will be released everywhere at the same time. Literally the same day. Like, I have never seen this ever happen before in my life. So what they did in the little the show, whatever it was, they released the Japanese trailer and they released an English trailer. Now I'm gonna put the English trailer, like, a link to where I saw it down below in the description, so you guys can go check it out. Um, I don't know. Like, I personally feel like it's pushing it too far. I think they should have kept it, held on to it. Now, there's the only things that we've seen so far. I mean, I personally like the graphics. The graphics look amazing now. They've been enhanced. It's 3D. It just looks better in my opinion. Now, my issue right now is, even though they have these enhanced graphics and all the way the fighting is now, the Pokemon actually, like, freaking moves. Like, I saw in the trailer, you actually see it too. Mienshao was holding Focus Blast and then shot it. And I was like, okay, that's freaking awesome. I mean, they're adding, like, life to Pokemon, which is something that I've been wanting since, like, forever. Um, but here's my biggest concern. I do not personally, this is personal preference. I mean, you can have your differences. The three, I can't speak right. The three starters all look like crap. Like, to be quite frankly, right now, all three starters I do not like. I mean, I would probably go for the fire type, which is named Fennekin. That's his name. I'm actually gonna put a link down below in the description of a gallery I made on the Facebook page of my channel that you can go look at all the three starters, and also the male and the female characters the female and male playable characters. Um, the one problem was in the trailer that the female didn't really get a lot of attention, like, so the picture's not that zoomed in. But the male one is a lot more close up. Now, so that's one of my main concerns. The starters just, they don't appeal to me. Now, I've had this problem since Gen 4, when the only starter I liked in Gen 4 was Piplup, which I think is kind of ridiculous. Although, I mean, I'm not gonna take anything away from Chimchar and Turtwig. I mean, I liked Infernape. That's actually the first starter I picked. I picked Chimchar because I'm a fire type starter kind of guy. I've always picked the fire starter. Except in, of course, I did it for Ruby, but then in Emerald I chose Trico. So it's just always been like I always pick the fire starter. So I think that's why I picked Chimchar first. But when I played Diamond, I got Chimchar in Pro, but I played Diamond, I got Piplup because I like Piplup more. In Gen 5, technically the only starter I really liked was Snivy. Now, mind you, I do like all three now. I mean, in Black and White 2, I got all three starters. I was actually able to do the whole trading thing, and I got all three, and I played the whole game with all three. But in this one, honestly, like, I just don't feel anything towards all three. Like, what I hope is that their final forms are better, in my opinion. Because I think that when they release the final stages of all three starters, that will help me decide which one I will pick. Because in the end, that's the one I'm going to have. If I don't even like the final evolutions, I'm just going to pick Fennekin because, like I said, it's the one that looks most decent, and then I'm just going to use it and not even care, and then probably like leave it in PC. Like, that's the way I feel right now. I will say that both legendaries look badass. Like they're gonna be in the album thing. I like the legendaries. They look so creative and just awesome. Like I don't know like which one goes with which yet, but there's one that looks like a giant bird, and then there's the one that looks like a deer. Now the deer has like its antlers are like freaking rainbow colored, and so I'm guessing like the coloration, damn, I can't even say that. The connection. I'm just not seeing which one goes with which yet. Mind you, I do look the picture that I have on the album for the bird one. It looks like a J, so I'm probably thinking that he's gonna be Pokemon J main, legendary or whatever. But the legendaries, I admit, they look cool. I really do like them. So the names, which I probably should have said that to begin with, but the names of the three starters are Chespin, which is the grass type. It looks like a chipmunk with like a I don't even know, like it looks like a hat, but it might be its ears and it's just a leaf or whatever. I don't know. Like, then Fennekin is a fox that reminds me of Ninetales, but with its colors reversed. Like, because Ninetales is white with red around it. This guy, Fennekin is... Wait, no, never mind. They're exact same colors. I just noticed that. Except Fennekin is a little more yellow. And then Froakie, which is a freaking frog. The most unoriginal name I could have ever thought of. Froakie. To be honest, I think I dislike Froakie the most, which is kind of bad. I don't know. It's all up to you guys. You can tell me in the comments which one you prefer. I personally think that Fennekin's the only one that's passable, and that's, barely. I just don't know. Like, and then the other issue that, I mean, it's not really an issue yet because I don't know anything about it, but Black and White to me had the best story in the entire franchise. Just period. Black and White, one. Black 1 and White 1. They had the best story in any Pokemon game. Black and White 2 had a pretty decent story. It was a little bit less good, it was not as good as Black and White, but it was still pretty decent. So my concern is how the story, I mean, they already they just showed they have potential to make a great story. So if they give me a crappy story, I'm probably just gonna throw this game away or something. I mean, I say that now, but I'm still gonna get the game. That's how hypocritical I can be. Like, I've been such a fanboy of Pokemon since the beginning to where I can say all this crappy stuff about it, saying it's a piece of crap and just not worth my time, and I'm still gonna buy it because that's the way I am. But yeah, I just, in my opinion, I think they're pushing this a little too far in. It's too soon. Plus the fact that even in Japan, Ash is still in Unova. So yeah, I mean it's almost over. Right? It's pretty obvious, but like the anime can't just start up like that. Usually the anime goes first. That makes me even more confused because I mean we don't have a name for the region yet, but it's there. So I don't know. I just hope that the anime is not like, oh my gosh, we gotta freaking hurry this anime up so we can go to this new region already. No, I want them to take their time. They have a steady pace. They should just keep the way they're going. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I don't know. Like check it out. Like I said, I made a little album of a couple of pics of Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll probably do an update later when I hear more about this game. When I find out the starters, I'm definitely gonna put them in the album, and I'll be like, I'll let you guys know which one I prefer. But I guess that's it for this discussion slash thoughts slash what I think slash Pokemon. It's just crazy. I do gotta say, I would have liked, like I said, a game that didn't have to do with like a main game. It's just, I mean, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is probably gonna be thrown in the trash now that this has been announced. And Pokemon Conquest, I don't even think they're even gonna try to release it anymore. Which is bad because I actually wanted to try that game. So yeah, this has been Source Croxon with a little Pokemon discussion. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment down below with which starter you would prefer out of the three, if you have a preference. What do you think of this whole Gen 6 being which popped out right there in your face? And I'll catch you guys later.